Hello and welcome to Straight Talk Real Estate Reality with your hosts Joe
and Darren
of Urban Hillsides Real Estate, here to give you the best answers on topics here in Los Angeles real estate. So today, Darren, is about part 2 of our series on inspections. Today it's about the buyer's perspective on inspections. Now, if you work with us, you've probably already done an inspection ahead of time before we even prepare the offer, correct?
Yes. You know, when we're walking through a property with you, if there's seems to be some early interest, internally we go into the mode of what are your qualifications? Can you repair? Is the process of repairs going to be overwhelming? We're identifying things. We're thinking about how you want to live and what improvements can be made, and trying to translate all of that to you along with the costs associated with these things. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, it creates a more complete experience in viewing the house.
Got it. So, once again, it's about more answers than questions by the time we're through this process. Yeah. Now, in addition to that, this pre-inspection allows us to make an even better offer for you.
Absolutely.
So, let's get into the inspectors. So, what are the best qualities in an inspector? What do we want to look for?
Detailed.
Mm-hmm.
You want them to be experienced, have gone through many inspections.
Right.
You want them to have knowledge of building codes, current building codes as well as past building codes. We don't sell a lot of new homes. We sell a lot of what they call resale homes. So they're from, 100-year period or more. And they have to be able to translate what those different building codes mean and how your house was built. And we want them to deliver that information
right.
In a clear, concise, informative way, so that you know what your options are.
Right. Now, along with that information, then they also have a good idea of costs on repairs.
Right.
Ultimately. Now, termite inspections. Let's talk about that. So buyers do their own termite inspection now. Mistakenly, many have thought it is a required repair, but it is not. Okay.
Right. The only time it becomes required is if the report ends up in escrow, where the lender will see it. The lender will require repairs be done.
Now, beyond the home inspector, you might also have some specialized inspectors. That would be for, say, the chimney, the pool, and let's say most importantly, the sewer.
It is. We sell a lot of hillside homes, 100-year-old sewer buried in the ground. You want to know what's going on with it.
Right. Now, once we get through these inspections, then we'll also perhaps have a contractor come in and give you estimates on particular things.
Right, and two reasons why. One is either it was identified in advance that it may be an issue and you want to know what the cost is, or the general inspector identified some things that he suggests you have additional information on.
Got it. So the other thing to think about then is retrofitting. So that would mean, do you have low flow water toilets? Do you have the water heater strapped? Or carbon monoxide detectors there? Smoke detectors, that sort of thing. These are city required.
Right, and typically paid for by the seller, and we write that into the contract. It does not include foundation, though. That's a mistake a lot of people make.
So from all this information, we'll then create a summary of reports.
Yeah, obviously if there's a lot of data, there often ends up being a lot of small things, and we don't want them to get lost. So for the buyer's benefit, we'll put together a summary list, and you can use that as a punch list to go forward with repairs in the future. It also allows us to get an idea on complete costs, or if it's appropriate, request a credit.
And, this summary is great for the most experienced buyer and also the first-time home buyer. It gives you a priority of things. It nuzzles down 100 pages or more of a report into something that's tangible that you can work with, prioritize, and feel, again, more assured about the process.
Yep.
So, once again, thanks for joining us. This was our buyer's perspective on inspections. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Remember, it's always about the best experience and therefore the best results in real estate. Take care.
Bye.